Whoa! Hello everyone, I am BowserJrXD. I didn't even notice my sub count went up today. Hello everyone, I am BowserJrXD, and welcome to the Battlebots Season 6/11 finale. 8 robots listed below, ready to tussle for the giant nut. These are their quarterfinal matchups. Minotaur coming back after taking his season off, having polished off the champion endgame last episode. Witch Doctor, having a less than stellar regular season, has bounced back to come back to the quarterfinals. SawBlaze, a perennial favorite, sawing its way through the competition, sawing and burning. Riptide, the upstart rookie, has plowed its way through several contenders, having only lost to Defender. Go figure that one out. Hydra and Blip, 2 flippers, formerly one of the best flippers, having a horrible regular season, having snuckered its way through into the playoffs through a play-in match, now sits to fight the new flipper, the rookie flywheel spinner flipper, the teammate to Tantrum. Speaking of which, Tantrum v Cobalt, one of the bad British spinner, having come back after taking another year off. That's mostly due to the COVID restrictions for foreign bots. But they're back, along with Tantrum, last year's surprise semifinalist. 8 robots, 1 giant nut. Who's going to win it all? We got 7 fights coming up. It's going to be a good one. Yes. Hi, Ace. Anyway, I am just waiting until the episode begins, then I will turn on audio. Hello, ZF. I shall also mention for anyone who watches my NASCAR streams, this is taking place at the same time as the truck race at Martinsville. So obviously I'm prioritizing this. Though during commercials, I think I'll switch between those, because then I might have something to actually fill the gaps. So, hello someone, hello the Reactor and Gamer. It's going to be a blast tonight. We're almost ready to begin. Yes, I remember you. I do remember your name. I remember your name. Yep. Riptide is against SawBlaze. I have the quarterfinal matchups right here. All right, come on. I'm still waiting. Here we go.
Robots activate.
I would pick Minotaur to go all the way to the end. No spoilers, please. And why? Did they? You can't tell me they sped up a fight. They have 7 fights. They don't need to do highlights for one. Unless you're just pulling my chain. But please, no spoilers.
They have the opportunity to walk away with the most prized possession in all of robot combat, the giant nut. Rose, joined as always by UFC legend and the best robot fighting analyst ever to grace a microphone. Say hello to Kenny Florian.
I don't know. I was like, I don't. How are you? Would you know what happens in each fight if unless it was put on the supporter page, because usually they'll put the highlighted fights on the supporter page. I don't know if they're doing it. I'm just trying. In theory, yes, I know the truck race is going to start soon, and during the commercials, I'm going to play the audio from that and commentate that.
They are just 3 fights away from reaching the mountaintop.
And with the shocking exit of last season's winners, Endgame in the round.
Could have attended the
16,
taping.
it means
That's
that
cool.
At the end of the night, a brand new team will be welcomed into the hallowed halls of Battlebots champions.
I cannot wait anymore. So let's take a look at our round of 8 matchups. The story of the night, young builder Aaron Hill with 2 bots in the top 8, Kenny, Tantrum and Blip.
His original design 2020 semifinalist Tantrum will face the madman Matt Maxim, who's looking to win a championship in his first year on the sticks for Team Cobalt. And Aaron's latest creation, the rookie Blip, will collide.
Okay. Someone. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, that's even worse. Because then those spoilers are probably true. That being said, somebody did the same thing a couple weeks ago, and they were wrong. So, hopefully take it with a grain of salt. Well, of course BattleBots playoff is better than NASCAR's playoff. Yeah, because you have to do BattleBots one-on-one, basically. You can't... You don't race NASCAR one-on-one.
Championship night with the highest remaining seed.
SawBlaze versus Riptide is going to be fight number 1.
SawBlaze, led by the laser-focused Jameson Go. Standing in his way, 20-year-old rookie captain that's taken the sport by storm. College freshman Ethan Kurtz and his doomsday device, Riptide. You guys ready?
Robot fighting time.
In the red square from Tarzana, California.
Discovery.
Out of the water against Riptide.
Riptide. Shatter and Uppercut were knocked out by Riptide.
Incredibly low center of gravity that's led to this unbelievable rookie season. They have 4 KOs in just 5 career fights. This bot is scary, Chris.
In the blue square from Cambridge, Mass. He's got a vertical saw to murder you all. It's SawBlaze.
SawBlaze. It beat Hijinks in round 1 and P1 in round 2. The highest remaining seed left.
Jameson believes that Ethan Kurtz and his team, Riptide, that they haven't experienced a whole lot of adversity in the battle box, so they want to take away that confidence early. They need to win the ground game, scoop them up, and deliver the pain. There is no top armor on Riptide.
There is that giant mother effing drum spinner, although I don't know how it'll do with that against the giant ass scoop.
People would say, oh, you beat Uppercut and Uppercut beat SawBlaze. This should be easy for you. No. Jameson learns from every single fight, and he's twice as good as he was in 2020. As soon as we land our first shot, the fight is over for him. But there's a lot of situations where Jameson just doesn't let people get a shot in. And if you don't get a shot in, you don't beat SawBlaze.
Riptide seems like it's come out of nowhere. I think I'd probably agree. Our strategy is to keep in close, keep that egg beater weapon from spinning up. In a perfect world, we get underneath them immediately. We can reposition them on our forks, come down hard on their batteries. KO. We always seem to end at top 8, but this time we have the energy, we have the spares, we have the personnel to go even further. I hope we get
I remember
to show how far we
SawBlaze
can go.
last year, 2018 went out in the round of 16. 2019 was quarterfinals. 2021, I'm not sure. That might have also been quarterfinals.
Just focus on popping them up so they didn't load.
Actually, no, I think it was round of 16 last year for SawBlaze.
Slash and burn!
Hello, Valentino. All right, here we go. The first fight of the finale of Battlebots 2021. The box is locked. The lights are on. It's robot fighting time. See, Riptide inching a little closer to the edge of the square.
The determined veteran. A trip to the semifinals is on the line.
Here we go.
Begin.
Who's gonna make first move? SawBlaze gets right on a Riptide, flips it over. Trying to get right up with that scoop. I guess we know who has ground clearance, and that's SawBlaze. SawBlaze pushing Riptide in by the wall. Riptide is still upside down. It can drive inverted, but obviously that's not optimal. SawBlaze going at an angle, but Riptide ends up knocking itself back over. Riptide seeing if it can make a comeback, but SawBlaze still trying to push that thing around. Right now they're a little stuck. And SawBlaze comes down with the saw, although not a ton of energy behind that one. Ooh, a good hit from Riptide, knocking SawBlaze backward. Another big hit. Riptide knocked itself back onto its back, and Riptide is stuck on the wall on a freaking crazy ass angle. They've propped Riptide just a little off of the side, but it's an angle where it has no ground clearance for its wheels. That thing is done in one of the most awkward Udas, or not really Udas, awkward positions I've seen in a while. The weapon is still spinning, it looks like, but there's just no contact with anything that can help bounce it back over. The countdown is going. SawBlaze moves to semifinals, and the miracle run by Riptide, the rookie, will come to an end. Okay, I forgot to do this.
From the very beginning. Wow.
Yeah, he really did. Got right underneath and started off with a huge hit, and this was telling. Those sloped front forks on SawBlaze, able to deflect that powerful energy from Riptide's weapon, didn't bode well for Ethan Kurtz.
Jameson waited until he had exactly the angle he wanted before dropping the hammer saw. Didn't want to risk making contact with that dangerous egg beater drum.
No doubt, great patience by the veteran, and how about the durability of SawBlaze? Playing with fire here, going head-to-head with Riptide. A lot of teams have come out on the wrong side of that exchange, but ultimately, that was the shot that did it, Riptide.
The rookie trapped on its side, couldn't get the momentum it needed to right itself, and that was all she wrote. SawBlaze, moving on. Jameson go. For the first time ever, you are going to the semifinals. Congratulations.
Yeah, admittedly, yeah. I want Minotaur to win, but it's got to get past SawBlaze, and SawBlaze beat them in the first episode. It was the first fight of the season, actually.
Opportunity, and we're going to take it all the way. You better believe it.
Great job, Jameson. Congratulations. See you in the semis.
But I can hope. I mean, if it wasn't Minotaur, I would say SawBlaze would be the one
Jameson Go
to win.
continues his dominant tournament run, and SawBlaze inches one step.
Now, I don't think
closer
Witch
to the
Doctor is
giant
going to win this
They
one.
are scheduled for a date
I
with the
hope it
winner
doesn't.
of Minotaur versus Witch Doctor. What a semifinals that's going to be either way. And major props to Ethan Kurtz and Riptide, who are leading the charge of an incredible youth movement taking shape in robot combat. The sport is in very good hands. A Up next, the most powerful weapon in tonight's field meets what may be the hardest bot to kill. Cobalt faces Tantrum for a berth in the semifinals.
All right, next fight will be Cobalt versus Tantrum.
Continue.
Some places are good at concealing
Hi,
what they
Nevaeh.
are.
This place looks like it belongs in a post-apocalyptic movie.
This is a site.
All right, Cobalt. In terms of how they got here, Cobalt. Okay, I need to expand my thing. Cobalt beat Yeti in round 1, and then Whiplash in round 2. Tantrum beat Gigabyte in round 1, and Rotator in round 2. A lot of high caliber robots going down there. And while we're doing that, the NASCAR truck race at Martinsville is going to be going on, so I'll be playing that. Kind of hybrid. It's a hybrid of the two streams, but I'll mute this as soon as we go back to the show. Anyway, the Martinsville truck race is now green.
That didn't take long. For the action to heat up, Ben Rhodes dives hard into turn 1. He's going to clear Kyle Busch on that inside.
It's a 200 lap event. Right now, the current leader, I think, is Chandler Smith.
Dominant. When you can make some time on the outside is right after a start or a restart, like Stuart Friesen was trying to do. Now in that blue truck, he's going to back in behind John Hunter Nemechek.
And Vince, at some point, you just got to say it's not worth it right now. We don't want to. They're on low air pressure on their tires. We don't want to upset the tires this early in the run. So you just have to cut your losses sometimes, roll out of the gas, and get to the bottom.
Great look from that onboard from Grant Enfinger, just how close the racing is here at Martinsville.
Do we have this camera insured, Vince? Because I don't feel great about this.
What's the chances of the over-under on it making it to the finish?
I'd say it's 50-50 at best.
There is Enfinger in that 23, making his move inside of Tyler Ankrum. Enfinger, former winner here.
Enfinger for 9th.
A little while ago, currently below the cut line.
See Matt Crafton eyeing a move on Derek Krause. He's in 12th.
That matches up with his
Hi, NASCAR Fan 88. I'm just doing the truck race in between the BattleBots fights.
Category you mentioned him, Vince, is John Hunter Nemechek. If it weren't for stage victories and points, he would be in deep trouble. But he's going to be fine because of all the speed that they have in that Ford truck.
Yeah, it's hard to believe Nemechek finishing about 11 position worse than his average running position. And there you see John Hunter in that Ford truck.
I'm just going to delete that.
Moving to the inside.
Strong early for the 52 of Friesen. We saw him at Coda a couple weeks ago with a chance to win that race. I love the fact that he went for it. Didn't work out for him, but he looks good tonight.
Matt Crafton's been working over that 16 truck of Tyler Ankrum hard, trying to get that position away. He's making some progress.
Crafton currently one spot outside the playoffs.
These guys a little nicer at this stage.
Although we still have 12 races to go for that.
Oh yeah.
You might give a guy a break at this point.
We got one covered we got one planned for every week, cover-wise, for the pencilings.
This is about give and take. It's all take now. There's no give.
There you see Tanner Gray in the 15th looking on.
Right, I remember. I do remember that.
So he can try to work over that 16
I mean, if it was me, I'd just let it go. I don't care. A win's a win.
Finished last year 22nd. That's in there in the 15, as Mike mentioned. Currently, his average.
Oh, we got a crash. Chris Wright and a scheduled Jack Wood caution. Jack Wood ends up being involved in something no matter what race is in, and that was that one. On lap 8, the 44 of Chris Wright and the 24 of Jack Wood. I do not like wrestling.
Down in the garage here, just so needed a decent run here for Jack Wood. That's probably not going to be terminal, but
well, you don't know what's going on under the hood. He could have gotten into that radiator. A lot of damage to the front, but as long as there's no water streaming from it, should be fine. Like you said, it's not enough damage, but bam, look how stoved in it is there in the middle of the front.
Yeah, the very bottom there, right above that splitter.
I know Zane Smith is the leader, not Chandler Smith.
Where the air intake is into the radiator.
Okay, how long are these damn commercials going to go?
Issue for him.
I'm not complaining because I can watch racing, but goddamn.
Bring them out of the shot, all finely tuned. Just knowing what's lies.
Yeah, I'm streaming tomorrow's night race. Anyway, looking at.
Look at where it starts. Chris Wright just got around.
The 44 got loose.
See his black marks there, just too much gas up
high on the racetrack, right in front of Jack Wood. Jack had absolutely no.
Yeah, so that was the problem.
Right there.
Jack Wood, well, he didn't cause it, but he's still involved in the caution. And how fucking long are these damn commercials?
He's got 3 of the 4 races. He's finished outside the top 30. Just cannot catch a break for the youngster.
All right. While they're probably going to go to commercial for the caution, Battlebots is back.
Battlebots World Championship Tournament, where tonight we will see the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the championship match, capped off by the presentation of the giant nut. SawBlaze just punched its ticket to the semis. Now Cobalt and Tantrum will get their chance. In fact, there you see both.
They're already inside the battle box.
Getting their machines ready for war.
They look about the same as they always have.
The last time we saw the 11th seed Tantrum inside that box, it was back and forth, shot for shot with the 6th seed rotator. It ended with a KO by Tantrum with 1 second to go.
Cobalt right there.
So this team is ready to roll. However, they're also composed because they were in this exact position a year ago.
They were, but that was with rising star Aaron Hill behind the wheel. Aaron,
Tantrum.
of course, now piloting Blip, which we'll see after this matchup. But this new
Okay, Blip is the next fight, which would be Hydra and Blip.
Carey,
Who won what? So far we've only had one fight, which was SawBlaze beating Riptide, getting Riptide propped on a really bad angle, like a diagonal angle off the side, where it had no ground clearance with its wheels, and the weapon couldn't hit anything it was propped up against to knock itself off. So we've only had one fight so far.
Couple of older people like
right now it's Cobalt versus Tantrum.
They call this the Holy Grail. They're super excited to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. They've been doing this for so long. This is the furthest
yes,
they've
I would
ever
say it was
been here
expected.
at Battlebot, so they can just taste it. They want to get to the giant nut, and they realize they have a big task ahead of them here against Tantrum, but they also believe they have the most dangerous weapon in the competition.
The drivers are ready. The box is loaded. Let's get ready for the fight.
All right.
There's driver Matt Maxim, who's been an absolute wild man on the sticks this season. How does his team move on here, Kenny?
Well, Cobalt feels like they really only need one shot to deliver a knockout. But
Cobalt lost against Fusion. Yeah.
And to do that, they're going to
Need
rely
that,
on those long front fork attachments. We saw those work well for them in their last fight, popping up Whiplash, win the ground game against Tantrum.
Cobalt's got a bunch of forks on it.
And for Team Tantrum, what are you looking for, Kenny?
Well, this will be their first matchup against a vertical spinner this season, and Cobalt has maybe the most lethal one we've seen all year. This will
Tantrum
be
is good at the ground
for
game.
driver Dylan Carey to avoid taking a hit head on.
You got this, Dylan.
Also very durable. Anyway, here we go. Time for fight 2 of the night. The box is locked. The lights are on. It's robot fighting time.
There's nothing like the energy.
Oh boy. An orange brick. A deadly British disc. Who's gonna pull out the victory? And also caution and destruct race for Dean Thompson. Here we go. Who's gonna get the first blow? Cobalt moving a little slowly. Still no hits being landed. A lot of avoidance. But Tantrum able to bully Cobalt into the wall and bending some of the extensions they added. Trying to go with that puncher, not being able to do so. Tantrum clearly having the ground game advantage here, and that's going to be devastating for Cobalt. Because if they can't get under, they can't feed the... Yeah, those extensions are terrible, like, awful. Because Cobalt's weapon is so high up on the robot, it needs to feed its opponent into it via the wedge. And if it can't do that, it's screwed. But they can't get under. Tantrum not doing a ton, but it's doing enough to not take damage and get hits in where it can. Right now, they're just basically dancing around the battle box. Ooh. Tantrum almost got really under Cobalt because of the way Cobalt dips off the ground when it spins. Oh, and it gets him right under Cobalt. That disc just getting into it. And it knocks Cobalt out of the arena. Wow. Well, that sucked. Unbelievable. Tantrum to the semifinals. Cobalt getting ooted. Damn. I've got a feel for the Cobalt team there. Oh, it's the wrong overlay. Trying to fix stuff.
Kenny, that was a flawlessly executed strategy by Team Tantrum.
Just phenomenal. Used their bot speed to keep Cobalt off balance, got underneath, and chipped away at those front forks piece by piece. And once those were bent backwards, Cobalt really didn't have much of a shot at feeding Tantrum.
Yeah, another Uda.
You know, we've seen Cobalt eviscerate bots this season, but it couldn't land a single
because I couldn't get under it. I don't know what the hell type of extensions they had, but those were floppy.
All they need is one shot. Tantrum was all over him. They got him in that corner, exactly where they needed to do. Got Cobalt out as quickly as they could. The longer Cobalt's in there, the more chance you have to be knocked out.
And check out this view of that final shot. Gotcha! Alex and Ginger. Congratulations, Team Tantrum. Ginger, you look shocked. Are you okay over there?
I think I'll need a few minutes to recover.
Why are you so surprised?
I mean, Cobalt has one of the nastiest weapons in the whole tournament. I think for us, this is the first vertical we faced all season. There were some unknowns. And so I was personally a little anxious going in because we know they're going to put up a good fight. But, oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah. Guys, you are only half of the equation for this pit crew. Now you have to put on your cheerleaders' outfits in order to root on Aaron Hill and Blip. Can you believe that you are one win away from facing one another, Alex, in the semifinals?
I can believe it, but it's still just a dream. And now that we're here, it feels amazing, and we're really excited for Blip to join us there.
Yeah, we're looking forward to a family reunion.
Yeah.
Guys, congratulations. You're off to the semifinals for a second straight season.
Wow. Can't fucking God damn it, Cobalt. Yeah, second semifinal in a row.
To send off Matt, Maxim, and Team Cobalt. They left a trail of destruction in their wake this season, and the fans are going to be hungry for more next time.
Just get
around.
better extensions, man.
We'll find out if that family reunion Ginger just mentioned is actually going to happen as the golden boy of robot combat, Aaron Hill, collides with the bad boy of Battlebots, Jake Ewart. Two flippers will enter, but only one will survive. The race for the giant nut continues.
Right. And there's going to be the battle of the flippers here for our next fight. We've got, on one side, we have Hydra, who first had to play in by beating, who do they have to beat? I think they have to beat Defender, which, yeah, fucking easy. Then they beat the 2-seed Ribot, and then they beat Black Dragon, although it's had mechanical issues in most of its last fights, which makes me less optimistic for a victory here. On the other side, we have Blip, the sister to Tantrum. They beat Valkyrie in round 1, and then Jackpot in round 2. Although Jackpot, frankly, I think is a heavily overrated robot. Anyway, frankly, I wouldn't be surprised. I want Hydra to win, but I could definitely see Blip winning because of it. One, it's got two long forks on the side instead of the solid flipper in the center, and frankly, Hydra is just having so many problems. I don't know if it would be able to keep doing it. As Aaron, yeah. As long as he doesn't mess up his driving. So I'm saying Blip is probably going to win this too. What sucks is Hydra is one of my favorite robots. Anyway, the race is back. We're about 10% of the way through the race.
We start here in third.
about some radio from the 18 of Chandler Smith?
Flying the rears is not necessarily because I'm losing front turn. That's that slide. It's just more of a turn really good. Just does a little bit of ladder over it. Turning really, really, really good. Sweet. That's what we're going to want later. Longer run. These guys are out to launch it. We have a long run.
Wow, that's confidence. Don't you love that? And that young man is mature to the point where he's pretty confident with what he says and does behind the wheel.
That was 3 reallys. It was really, really, really good.
And would you rather feel as a racer have that truck turning really good or accelerating straight up really good? Which one would you pick if you had to pick one?
I think I would want to turn good because I can modulate that throttle up off the corner, but I need that thing to go the other direction.
I like that, and he loves it. So that's interesting. That'll be fun to watch to see when it come choose our lane. Do we want inside or outside? We want inside, but what do we want to
Right, so for those who don't watch NASCAR, before every restart, drivers can now choose, well, they've been able to choose for a year and a half, almost 2, but they can choose which lane they restart in, on the inside or the outside.
Rhodes to the top.
It looked like Stewart was ready to go to the top if Ben Rhodes would have chose the bottom.
You know, you mentioned the maturity of Chandler Smith. Hard to believe under those circumstances, just 19 years old, and already seems to have a command of what he wants and what he needs. Second year in the series, and he better be mature. He's married, got a baby on the way.
That's right.
Guy's 19 years old, married, and has a baby on the way. Good. I'm 21 and I haven't done any of the above.
Friday night in Vegas, and I saw him Saturday morning with he and his bride walking through the casino, and I said, "How's it feel, Winter?" He said, "It's pretty good to be me right now, Mikey."
All right, here we go. While we're waiting for Battlebots to come back, the Truck Series about to restart on lap 24 of 200.
Let's see if we could string together some green flag laps. Zane Smith and Ben Rhodes out front.
Oh, smoke from one of the... Oh, De Benedetto went way wide in that turn. I saw some smoke coming from one of the trucks. That might have been it.
He's picked up some 10 spots.
Zane Smith holding the lead. He won this race last year.
Stuart Friesen didn't quite make it yet.
Friesen taking a peek on the inside and now pulls up door to door with that 99 of Rhodes.
The longer we go, it's going to be tougher for that outside line to keep up with the inside line.
Yep.
And Ben's trying to squeeze in front of Kyle.
Kyle Busch inside of Ben Rhodes trying to get third position.
And Chandler Smith, another KBM truck behind Kyle, probably not going to give Rhodes much of a break either. Little contact that looked like there between Kyle Busch and that 99 of Rhodes.
Awfully close, but a little incidental contact possibly.
You know what's interesting now, Vince? The race side by side with the truck on the bottom staying low, but as the laps wind down, the bottom truck will just keep inching up higher and higher to crowd someone out of the way.
Infinger. Watch this restart here for John Hunter Nemechek in the 4 truck.
Boy, missed a gear right there, didn't he?
Yeah, he was not able to keep up with the truck in his row.
Go on board with Nemechek.
He missed that 3-4 shift there, didn't he?
Look at all the ground he loses from that mistake as well.
Ooh, Derek Kraus getting in his bumper. That's 8th and 9th.
For the 8th position, Nemechek has 8th.
That's Infinger, former winner here at Martinsville in front of John Hunter.
But how alert was...
And we're back with Battlebots.
We continue on with the quarterfinals here.
Chaos 2. That's a Robot Wars. Yeah, that's Robot Wars. I'm not as familiar with Robot Wars as I am with Battlebots, but I know some of the big hitters over history: Razor, Chaos 2, Aftershock. What else? What else? I think it's called Apollo, Eruption, Carbide, which is made by the Chaos team. Also, the teams Hydra and Blip are already in the arena.
One of the most anticipated fights of the tournament.
Yeah, well, Aaron Hill's kind of been the golden boy this season, having both of his teams undefeated to this point.
Hydra,
on the other hand, has been playing the spoiler in this tournament, which is a role I think he kind of loves. Now, Blip's flywheel system allows it to reset quickly and flip like a machine gun, whereas Hydra's hydraulic pump takes longer to re-rack, but is more battle-tested. Either way, we're about to see a fight between 2 of the most powerful flippers in all of robot combat.
And Blip. Ready for fight number 3.
play-in match.
Bitch.
How's Jake look at those glass slippers, Kenny?
I'm so nervous, Aaron.
Well, calling Jake Cinderella doesn't feel quite right, and it's not just the backwards hat and chin strap beard, but he thinks that tongue on Hydra is going to be the difference here. In a flip-off, low man wins. That tongue is the longest one Jake has, and he thinks it'll allow him to get under Blip before Blip gets under him.
And for Aaron Hill, a win here would mean a family reunion with his former team, Tantrum, in the semis. So what's he have to do to take down Hydra, Kenny?
He needs to be aggressive, which is usually a losing strategy against Hydra. Blip can survive getting flipped multiple times. The Waiachi bot, I'm not so sure. Attack and try to damage the tongue on Hydra we were just talking about, and we could see Aaron in the semis.
All right, here we go. Fight 3. Flip-off time for the great flip-off. Box is locked. Lights are on. Robot fighting. Okay, Hypnotist, Firestorm, Tornado. I forgot those. Yeah, but anyway. Here we go. Who's going to win the flip-off? And they're off. First flip. Who's going to go to? Blip is just waiting for Hydra. Oh, does my mind to see me? Hydra gets the first flip on Blip. Blip stuck. And as it's trying to reset, he gets flipped again. The extensions they added instead of going with those forks. Hydra has the ground clearance, which means I think Hydra can go full throttle on that thing. Blip trying to knock itself over because it can't drive inverted. But it can't seem to get itself right. I think Hydra should just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Let Blip keep trying to flip itself over. Run out of. Hydra gets Blip stuck on the upper deck. Blip stuck on one of the raised parts of the upper deck. Can it flip itself back over or back onto level ground? It's stuck. It's got the extensions that it added stuck. But man, that thing, it seems immobile. Oh, magnets on the underside. That's how Bite Force moved around originally. But Blip is stuck. It cannot move at all. It's flipping around. It can't seem to move correctly. The countdown is going down. Fight's over. Hydra wins. Blip goes down. Wow. A great run for the rookie Blip, but Hydra wins. Oh man, that actually feels pretty good. For once. Oh, Waiachi not getting screwed. Let's look at the 5 robots that are left. Oh my god.
Blip spent most of the fight trying to flip itself right side up after being inverted. And eventually
I am very happy.
Yeah, and I think we all expected Blip to just drive right off, but check this out. You can see that back left wheel had been damaged. That, plus the magnets Blip uses to keep it grounded, is what left them stuck on that metal railing of the upper deck.
Hydra, moving on. Jake Ewart. Hydra is in the semifinals.
The villain's gotta make it eventually, right?
Also, the 12 truck of Spencer Boyd stalled on track during this, so Deegan's gonna get that caution that she definitely needs for that tire. Because she was I saw Elliot Deegan roughed up Johnny Sauter trying to pass him and gave her a tire rub.
Up next is Aaron Hill's old bot in Tantrum.
Some of the lead robots are also cars also pitting.
Well, listen, you're 2 wins away from winning the whole.
Look, I don't think Tantrum stands a chance against. I don't. How is Tantrum going to damage? It has to win the ground game, but we'll see. All right, that leaves one fight in this quarterfinals.
And it pretty much goes without saying, but a fantastic season from Aaron Hill and Blip. I'm sure he'll be eager to download Team Tantrum on everything he just learned facing the Waiachi workhorse. But up next, a championship caliber matchup to close out the quarterfinals. 2018 runner-up Minotaur tries to bull rush the 2019 runner-up Witch Doctor.
So I'm going to drop the sub goal. I thought it being a little ambitious. This is what I was originally going to aim for. I think the biggest thing with Blip, Blip normally has 2 forks. So they went with like wedgelets around the whole front of the robot, and I think that once that happened, I think Hydra had the ground clearance and they were able to flip it around. Also, Blip, like Bite Force did in 2015, has magnets in it to give it better, help it stick to the ground better, which helps with stability, especially when flipping. Downside of it is, well, besides having a kinked left rear wheel, the magnets got them stuck to the surface of the upper deck, and they weren't able to get it going. Oh God. It's like picking your favorite pizza. Minotaur. I'm hoping for Minotaur. Yes, Minute 3 years, yeah. Minotaur completely whooped Witch Doctor back in 2018. Knocked off all 4 of its wheels, which is why Witch Doctor now has wheel guards. Not to mention their weapon didn't stick out as much as it did back then, which allowed Minotaur to get more contact against the robot itself, allowing it to push it around. They changed those back in 2019 because they always try to improve. Anyway, they're about to restart with 5 to go in stage 1 at Martinsville.
Yeah, he was. In the cup race, he certainly was.
You know, we said Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, those are going to be the stories. Jolie got us not so quick.
How about our truck race? Martin Truex Jr. dominated that truck race.
And I would expect to see maybe another big name star or 2 in that truck race with us at Bristol, along with Logano. So
yeah, it'll be a rematch.
But we got plenty of action here tonight. Zane Smith. How about Zane Smith? He led only 29 laps coming into this race and had won twice with only 29 laps led. And tonight,
also, hi Ray Pojo, welcome to the stream.
So far.
Thanks for coming around.
Kyle Busch came to pit lane and led Mini along with him. He restarts 15th.
Here we go with a restart.
I'm going to be interesting to see as these guys battle down into turn 1. If anybody stays out at the end of this stage still, we haven't had that many green flag laps. Some of our leaders might say, I'm going to make this a one-stop race and stop at the end of stage 2. We'll have to see what happens.
Zane Smith still leading.
Stage 2. They know they can go about 120 or 30 laps. They haven't really got a good feel. We haven't run enough laps to see how much fall off they're going to get in the tires.
Side by side, Eckes and Nemechek.
And you also want to, I think
lowering the fuel goal as well.
Is a favorite, right? Even though Zane Smith is putting the field away early on. So you want to be on a different...
Hi, Creepy Pascal. You hope Minotaur will win? Me too. And thank you, Ray Poja, for saying you enjoy my reacts. That means a lot.
I was really a little surprised that Kyle came to pit road as well as Chandler Smith. The guys towards the back of the field I understood, but I was a little surprised those guys that far forward came to pit road.
Maybe an opportunity to get some adjustments done to your truck if you felt like you weren't happy with it. You were going to be out there for a while. We'll see if Kyle continues to make his way back up through the field.
2 to go on the stage.
Here in stage 1.
We saw the 45 of Wallace Allen.
Ooh! Kyle Busch getting loose.
Kyle Busch, I don't know.
Coming out in turn 2 with 2 to go on the stage.
But the 45 of Wallace Allen.
All right, last lap of stage 1 right now.
He's having a great start to this race. He's up in the
Caden Honeycutt doing decently well. He didn't pit on the last caution, but right now he's in 12th.
But that's great for this kid early in the going.
Final lap.
Zane Smith is driven away from 2nd and 3rd, and he's going to take away the stage win. Zane Smith wins the stage. Friesen 2nd, Rhodes 3rd. Nemechek, Enfinger, Eckes, Kraus, Tanner Gray, Purdy, and Tyler Ankrum.
I mean, wow. Straight up dominated stage 1.
All right.
He's already won.
Minotaur Witch Doctor fought in 2018, back in the round of 16. Minotaur won that. Jesus. Minotaur won that decisively. Knocked off all 4 of Witch Doctor's wheels. Was able to knock it around because another thing about Witch Doctor is back then the weapon was more inward as opposed to the external armor, and which Minotaur was able to knock it around because of that. Nowadays, Witch Doctor has armor guards for its front wheels. The weapon sticks out more. And it's longer. Well, yeah. The armor is further back, and the weapon stick is longer with that one-tooth spinner. Anyway, we're still waiting for them to come back, although I'm thinking it's going to be very soon indeed.
We're back with the last of our quarterfinals here on Battlebots, and it is a tasty one. The 16v24 matchup. The pride of Brazil, Minotaur, facing the Voodoo Children, Witch Doctor. Oh yeah, crowd, I know you're pumped up for this one, and so are we. We've actually seen this fight before. It was in 2018, and Michael Lately, the outstanding driver, Witch Doctor, said, yeah, we got our asses handed to us, because they just took it over, and they nailed our wheels, and we were pretty much done. He has a bit more confidence this time around.
That's right. They got their wheels, but more importantly, he said, we just weren't able to take that kind of damage. And we saw the kind of turnaround they had in 2019 when Witch Doctor went all the way to the finals. Well, they're even better than the 2019 season.
I would say Minotaur is better. You can go ask Endgame, which in the last round just got dismantled by Daniel Freitas, who is a driver possessed these days.
Yeah, he really is.
They always use a specific shot of him, of Daniel Freitas.
He established that yet again against Endgame. Endgame was the world champion, and not only did they beat them, they decimated, they dominated. So
that was also a rematch
they're very
that Minotaur had previously won as well.
Serious energy.
Of our 4 semifinalists.
Stop teasing me. Let's go.
Let's do it, Farouk.
In the red square, this doctor is a PSP, which means primary scare physician. It wants you in the mortuary. That's its one and only mission. It's a Hippocratic hypocrite. Your symptoms won't get better. The only ER you're going to is from really dead to more deader. It's Witch Doctor!
The 2019 runner-up, one of the most popular robots in Battlebots history. They've been soaking it up, loving life. They're ready to get it.
Yeah, I'd be soaking it all in too.
Right. Witch Doctor and Witch Doctor.
He's an animal. And that's why if I were Michael Lately, I'd act like a matador here. Wait for Daniel to charge, evade that, and then strike against a raging bull. Why not be a bullfighter?
Oh man, this is like going to be one of the this might be as good as the final. No screen. Copyright's a big issue here. Yeah, I'm stressing too.
Before he slams you into the wall. Ask all the men he tore with those spinny forks if they felt like fools. When his mini horns hit a gore like the running of the bulls. It's
Minotaur. Oh, Lordy, Lordy.
Here comes Minotaur, led by the fiercest driver on planet Earth, that man Daniel Freitas. Of course, Daniel lost his mother and his grandmother just before the competition began. What an incredible story it would be if Team Minotaur could go all the way tonight.
Absolutely, and I think they have a real shot to do it. That huge 55-pound drum matches up so well.
Yeah, it's not the same drum as the one shown. It's got 2 long bars across the length of the drum.
Really kind of do feel like a team of destiny.
Couple channels love to do videos, but not right away, and usually mess with the video trying to avoid copyright. I don't like to. Yeah, I mean, like.
This is the second time we've ever fought.
It's like that's just the less. It's not good quality when they do it. Like I don't like watching it when it's something obscure.
So we owe a lot to that match, and hopefully we can implement those changes and come out ahead this time. Their frame is all aluminum. They don't really have any armor. And Daniel's such a great driver that he's not used to getting hit anywhere other than the weapon. So he wants it to be weapon on weapon, but we're going to try to make it a driving match so we can hit anywhere other than their weapon. And hopefully it only takes a few blows to end the match.
I think Minotaur can handle hits better than Witch Doctor. We really want to go forward and be very aggressive and try to get on their sides, you know, trying to rip their wheels away, just like we did before. Daniel, he's very focused on this fight. One single mistake, one small mistake.
We need to see all the fights tomorrow before they get down.
That's why he's so focusing, so concentrating. We trust him so much.
Sure, somebody will post that. I'm not going to be the one. I'm not going to martyr myself and and get my channel destroyed.
Activate.
And for a matchup of this caliber, you know we have to hear from the bot whisperer, Pete Abramson. Pete, what do you got?
I want you guys to recognize the forks that they actually have on the front of Minotaur right now. Those 1.5-inch wide AR 450 forks. That's not normal for them to actually run a fork of that caliber, that size. They're usually much smaller. They're believing that that's going to be able to get them under those wedges in the front of Witch Doctor out there.
I don't know about that. It looks like it's also, but it looks like it's propping Minotaur off the ground more.
Is watch Daniel be able to drive on one wheel across the arena if he gets picked up.
We've seen him do that before. These are two of the best drivers in the sport, and in order for these former runners-up to complete their journey, they're going to have to go through each other.
Oh boy. Here we go. The box is locked. The lights are on. It's robot fighting time. The final match of the quarterfinals. Two of the heaviest hitting robots of the field. Who's going to take home the spot to take on SawBlaze in the semifinals?
Last spot in the semifinals.
Here we go. Who's going to land that first blow? A bit of armor knocked off of Witch Doctor, but Witch Doctor gets a good hit on Minotaur trying to get over. Looks like the weapon. Holy shit! Minotaur pops Witch Doctor way high up in the air. A weapon-on-weapon contact. And it looks like, have they lost a wheel? Witch Doctor gets getting bullied around. Holy crap! Witch Doctor went for a flight and a half. They've lost, yeah, and I think they have lost their right front wheel on another humongous hit. Witch Doctor flies to the air, bounces around, but holy crap! Okay, like, or maybe the wheel looked. Maybe it's still on. It just. It almost looks like, but no, they've lost a wedge. I didn't even like they lost part of their front armor. Another hit from Minotaur, and the recoil knocks it over, and now it's stuck on the screws. Oh, here comes Witch Doctor. Oh fuck! Don't tell me it ends like this. Minotaur gets launched onto the upper deck, and now it looks like they've lost the side of. Oh, son of a bitch! No, no! You can't be. You're kidding me. Minotaur stuck on one side. It gets off, but it loses a wheel. But Witch Doctor ain't moving either. Witch Doctor stuck on the side of the upper deck. And the fight, that means that the fight's going to be stopped, and Minotaur is going to be at a severe disadvantage. Witch Doctor is stuck under the jagged edges of the side of the upper deck. Minotaur lost a tire, which I've never seen before, and driving on one tire is sucks. Well, it just sucks. Wow, great. That's not going to end well. Both stop. Oh, fuck off.
Early pit then, and then be done for the day.
Back to the I'll go back to the race.
What about Matt Benedetto down on the bottom of the 25?
Current leader is Ben Rhodes.
A nice run earlier, and there's William Byron. You keep an eye on the 7 truck. He's got it really fast. Machine, remember Majeski, he was in trouble at the start of the race.
So now we're just waiting for this whatever's going to happen next.
Racing a variety of different.
Somebody left a comment on one of my things saying to watch out that something was going to happen. No, I saw something on Reddit. You just wait until about the halfway mark. People are going to be up in arms. So I'm assuming this is what they were referring to.
Friesen and Kyle Busch end up finishing second.
Wow, did you see that big block Majeski threw on Chandler? Chandler says, I'm having none of it. Got to the inside right behind William Byron in those black trucks.
Remember how good he talked about that truck turning, that 18 truck.
Ty Majeski needs a good run. We talked about that battery change he had to make at the beginning of the race today, and he's all the way back up inside the top 10. Solid effort out of the Thor Sport camp. Really happy for Majeski.
Yeah, now we just wait.
Opportunity as you see.
Oh, lordy.
A little tap.
He got to the inside, but
I thought this episode was proceeding a little too quickly. Oh Lord!
You know, when you have a truck that turns great, sometimes it's hard
I'm
to
nervous.
Straight up off, pitching it down under another truck. I think that's what happened to Chandler there. As you see, Majeski's been able to drive away and start to put a little pressure there on the 25 truck up to Benedetto.
We all thought we.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who'd win with the judges personally.
They are not disappointing, threatening the top 5.
I think if you heard Chandler's
Minotaur knocked bullied Minotaur bullied Witch Doctor for the first part of that fight. Flung it in the air twice, almost like it knocked off the wheel. It ripped off the front armor. Then it got stuck after one of the hits, like trying to get off the screws. Witch Doctor knocked it onto the upper deck. Seemed to have problems getting off, and then it lost a wheel. But when Witch Doctor came in to try and do more damage, it got stuck under the side of the upper deck because of its weapon. And you've got to caution on on Martinsville for once again for Spencer Boyd. Why the hell is he still on track if he's just gonna be a walking caution causer? This is the second time this race he's stalled. Yeah, we've had a bunch of double KOs.
Well, that's a dangerous.
Right in the middle of turns 3 and 4.
Giving Majeski room. I'm sure his spotter said, "Hey, you got
yeah,
to
well,
on the inside."
as do many robots. They do well until they get hit. Like it was stuck on the screws on a very awkward angle. But losing that wheel is gonna be big for Minotaur losing the wheel is gonna be big for Witch Doctor. Meanwhile, we're still waiting. Right now, they're waiting for the decision for what they're gonna do with the fight, and on the speedway at Martinsville, we're under caution. Oh, so while we're all here just sitting around waiting, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Witch Doctor getting it unstuck when they're the only one who's stuck, and they let this. Oh dear. Well, yeah, but Minotaur lost a tire. Yeah, oh dear. You know, the worst time for a robot or a competition to have a problem is probably when you're in the midst of the tournament, because then you're going to have people rub the wrong, because that could really affect the championship. We're back. Oh boy, this ain't gonna be good.
Welcome back to the final night of the 2020
Battlebots
World Championship Tournament. Before the break, we saw Witch Doctor get jammed into the arena railing and Minotaur lose one of its wheels. And with about 90 seconds remaining, a timeout was called, perhaps a little quick for the Brazilians' liking. They thought they should have been allowed to engage, but that's all at the ref's discretion. The crew bots entered the box and deemed it safe to unstick Witch Doctor. They were successful, and per the rule book, this heavyweight death match is about to recommence.
Great! Minotaur has lost a wheel! This ain't gonna be fun. Oh Lord. What kind of bullshit is this?
Semifinals is still on the line, and at the sound of the bell,
Live audience was not. Oh dear. If this ain't not gonna end well. Oh, no shit. Minotaur is stuck on one wheel.
Minotaur kind of going in circles. Mike Golightly and Team Witch Doctor is going to see if his opponent can actually move at all.
Minotaur having serious
Because it only has a wheel! And you motherfuckers, let this continue! It's not fair, they got one fucking wheel! And they let them, and they decided to do this. No shit, he can do all he wants because Minotaur is flailing around like a crab. Well, listen, you know, if they're going to let this fight continue, my god, this is fucking stupid. They're trying, but when you got one wheel, it's making its way over there. What a fucking fight. No points for aggression. You know, I'll say Witch Doctor not earning any aggression points. Wow, they actually made it to the buzzer. I don't know what the hell to say. It started off, and well, I hit there, but Witch Doctor took more of the damage there. What the fuck? Did I just watch? Michael lately is not happy. Frankly, Minotaur probably should have been counted out because I've never seen a robot crab walk that way. It's only got one wheel to work around, but goddamn. Daniel saying he's got total control of his bot. Oh, wow. Well, also, while we're waiting, the third Nice Motorsports truck, well, a third one, has got right out of caution. This time, Wallace Allen on lap 80. Hit the wall out of 2. This is not going to be pretty.
The first half of this fight was an instant Battlebots classic, Kenny. It was unbelievable.
Oh, Lord.
Hits by both teams, going weapon to weapon, both robots flying around the battle box and absorbing punishment. Awesome.
How about this shot by Minotaur, sending Witch Doctor into the air? That's awesome.
So who's gonna win?
Some trouble.
Yeah, it was just one mistake by Minotaur here, gyroing backwards into the screws of the upper deck.
How did the wheel fall?
Capitalized, and then
How did the wheel
of Minotaur came off.
And really, that's when the wheels came off this match.
Yeah, that's at the end. That's one of the worst fight parts I've ever seen. Witch Doctor not engaging. I'm surprised they didn't call the match.
Made the choice not to engage with the wounded Minotaur. They obviously felt the Brazilian should have been counted out for a lack of control movement.
Will that choice come back to haunt them here?
Listen, this is a very tough decision for the judges. I think Witch Doctor was playing with fire by hanging back like they did. That can really
teams to quit?
Category. But remember, damage is still the most heavily weighted on the cards. Minotaur did lose that wheel. Witch Doctor took some punishment as well. Man, what a
I have no idea how Minotaur lost the wheel. That thing just kind of slid out of its slot. Oh boy, no, someone's gonna be very pissed. No.
The results from the judges are in.
If Minotaur, I think if Minotaur winning would probably cause more controversy here.
The winner by unanimous decision is.
Winner is. Witch Doctor. Well, yeah, that's frankly the correct decision. Witch Doctor wins, but my god, that was quite a horrendous fight to end it off. That was fucking stupid. I can hear the booing from here.
Mike and Andrea, congratulations. Andrea,
That's wonderful.
the second half of that fight.
No, Ace. It was the beginning was the rest was not.
Go in and hit them. Why?
This is Battlebots. It's all about damage. We had shown a
Oh, the editors. Oh fuck. We could not hear either interview over the booing, heckling, and threats of physical violence being directed by Name Out Andrea. Oh, Lord, that's bad.
A half left in the match, so we expected a countdown way earlier. I don't know why it didn't start, but I'm not surprised with the result considering.
Well, once it didn't start, and I'm talking about the countdown here, why didn't you go back in and deliver one extra shot?
That's what I'm wondering.
Just to show the judges, hey, we're aggressive, and this is what we want to do.
I mean, we went in at the end for another shot. You know, like Andrea said, they had no wheel on one side, and they were just gyroing around uncontrollably. So we kept thinking that they were going to get
a grown man ripping a witch doctor sign out of a little girl's hands. And, oh my Lord.
Or something like that.
Well, congratulations, Jameson Go and SawBlaze await you. Great fight. It was a ton of fun. Thank you.
Oh dear. This ain't good.
Hi, Junior.
Hey, how you guys doing?
How are you doing?
I mean, I'm kind of like upset of the decisions. We do hold a lot of respect for the guys, Witch Doctor and all the judges, but
yeah, this is easily one of the worst matches.
the whole crowd just we saw a different thing here, you know.
The screws do.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, it's all good, all good. Yeah, you know, you guys have nothing much to be saying right now.
Oh, jeez. Daniel Freitas is very upset.
But yeah, nothing much to be saying right now. To be said right now. I'm sorry, guys.
Junior, thank you so much to you and the entire team. Classy, thank you.
Man, that is one pissed off dude.
Well, that's not how you want to see any fight decided, but it's the name of the game. You never want to leave it in the hands of the judges. Daniel Freitas getting in a final few words there, but controversy or not, the semifinal matchups are now set.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, that was horrendous. I don't know what to say about that. I don't.
Tantrum.
Well, avoiding that that side of the bracket, next fight will be Hydra versus Tantrum for our first quarter semifinal. My pick would be Tantrum. I mean Hydra. Oh Lord, I don't want to talk about that. Was I don't after having defeated the reigning champ to lose against an inferior bot. Bad decision to continue the fight. Either shouldn't have continued the fight, or because you're leaving one robot with an obvious handicap like that. Well, maybe. Well, then again, that you can't play favorites. But the other problem you have then is the fact that you let the fight continue that long, which is stupid. If Minotaur had been counted out, I think it would have been fine. But with Witch Doctor not engaging, then I think it raises a point. Like, did they lose points for not being aggressive enough? And the whole thing, it's just bad, no matter which way you slice it. I mean, I kind of think it should have been Minotaur, because Minotaur did, well, obviously it had the damage. It had obviously not as much damage when you consider the tire, but it did some it knocked off some of Witch Doctor's armor. It was also the more aggressive. I say the more aggressive robot with it in the last section of the fight. My God, that was just ugly the whole way. That was ugly, and the audience fallout, that just makes it worse. Well, that was just Deep Six versus Nelly was just a bad matchup. Oh Lord, that's not fun. We got 3 matches to go. But man, that was about the worst. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Great. So, alright. We got a second problem. I went to Twitter to see the fallout. And then I ran into a second problem. The next fight was spoiled, and frankly, the controversy might be worse there. Oh no, this is not going to be pretty.
Racing tonight, and
I'm just going to distract myself with the truck race.
Haley Deegan had some of that contact early in the race with Johnny Sauter. It's been somewhat amazing that Deegan's been able to continue to stay out there and remain on the lead lap. They did a good job repairing that truck on both the left side and the right side, but now Kyle's wearing her out a bit for position.
Kyle gave her a little bit of nudge by the lap ago. Let her know that he was there and he
Oh, God. How do you fuck up the final? Well, now, apparently we have not one but two controversial fights.
Johnny's going to give her a lot of room this time.
He's got a competitive truck as well. You see Stuart Friesen? Another one of the trucks is on a different strategy.
Remember, as we are under 5 to go, now just 3 laps left here in stage 2. Rhodes and Eckes have yet.
Hi, David McKenzie. Welcome to the stream. I'm just have the NASCAR truck race on in the meantime while we're at commercial at Discovery. They're coming to the end of stage 2.
At the end of that second stage, I'm really curious to see if any of those guys roll the dice, stay out.
About these runs here. Derek Krause, Colby Howard. See Kyle picking off another spot, got around Austin Wayne Self. And everywhere Kyle Busch goes, Johnny Sauter follows along. He's making good progress.
Ben Rhodes having pulled away from second, and second having pulled away from third. 99 takes the white flag for stage 2.
Remember, Chandler Smith came to pit road on lap 81 along with Kyle Busch. And he's a couple spots ahead of Kyle Busch and Kraft.
Ben Rhodes gonna lock up stage win number 3 this season.
Ben Rhodes wins stage, followed by Eckes, Hocevar, Zane Smith, John Nemechek, Ty Majeski, Matt Benedetto, Park Kligerman, Brennan Finger, Taylor Gray.
Most recently at Coat.
And then they're gonna go to commercial. Meanwhile, we're still waiting, and we're back. Hello Nawantha Rasinghi. Welcome to the stream. I'm absolutely fucking dreading this fight.
But we are just 3 fights away from crowning a brand new champion. We kicked off the tournament with 34 of the world's deadliest combat robots, and we are now down to our final 4 teams. One of them will be the next to join the ranks of legends like Bike Force and Tombstone and hoist a trophy revered in engineering circles around the world. The Giant Nuts. And as you can hear from this sold-out crowd here in Las Vegas, there are few nights in sports that feel as big as this one. It is time for our first finalists to reveal themselves. Will it be the 31st seed, Jake Ewart and Hydra? Or the 11th seed, Tantrum, led by the rookie co-captains Ginger Schmidt and Alex Grant? Hydra just beat Tantrum's pit partner Blip. How do these two match up, Kenny?
Well, while Team Blip was working out the kinks on the flywheel flipper, guess who was their training partner? Yeah, Tantrum was flipped maybe 50 times this offseason, so if there's one weapon it can take a hit from, it's a flipper.
All right. I don't want to talk about this fight because now I saw what someone said on Twitter. I'm praying it's wrong. I'm praying that's wrong, but it probably isn't. Oh no! This fight, no, this I.
Bro, to a family reunion, 6 feet underground. Started 31st, now he's the dirty worst. Jake Ewert's got no chill. He just won't stop till he kills both of Aaron's bots. And then he's the king of the hill. It's Hydra!
What does he need to do to eliminate
this, you can wait for the enemy to come to you, and that's what Jake wants to do here. He needs to chill, stay patient, make sure he keeps that nose pointed right at Tantrum at all times. He cannot let them get around to their sides.
Square, Aaron's new bot bit the dust, but his squad's got the trump card. Ginger and Alex will make Jake's bot break and toss it right in the junkyard. Revenge is a dish best served through clenched fists, and this team's ready to pound. They're not afraid of the son of Waiachi, and tonight the sun goes down. It's Tantrum!
In the postseason, you can see Alex and Ginger flanking either side of Tantrum. This bot has just been great to watch, his second year in a row.
Yeah, with everything that can go wrong inside the battle box, it's just amazing that these guys have been able to repeat what they did last season. You can see they've got their mini bot Nugget in tow for this match. The other thing to watch for, their driver, Dylan Carey, has been on fire.
Are going to attempt to probably get underneath me, but if they don't, they're gonna go flying. The weapon really doesn't scare me unless they get to the side of me. I can bring my nose in, swipe left or swipe right, and flip right on the force, and I don't even need to get into the bot body anymore. Once I beat Tantrum, I'm into the finals, and then maybe...
If the Twitter thing is to be believed, I don't want it. If the Twitter thing is to be believed, Tantrum wins despite clearly losing. Which I'm praying it's not. I'm praying it wasn't that. I'm praying.
They hesitate, which they always do. Dylan, our driver, is going to ram into them and take advantage of that opportunity. We really want to hit their drivetrain. Let's go, Tantrum.
All right, time for semifinal number 1. Hydra versus Tantrum. God, please don't do this to me now. Anyway, the box is locked. The lights are on. It's robot fighting time.
Tantrum season ended in the semis a year ago. Can they move one step further this time around?
Here we go. Tantrum gets stuck on the buzzsaws to start because of those forks. Hydra in pursuit. Gets a weak flip off. Tantrum flipped itself back over. Hydra getting a little stuck in those buzzsaws as well. Hydra looking having a little trouble moving just like last time. Goes for a flip and misses. The mini bot of Tantrum seems to be dead. Tantrum drives right over Hydra. Both robot, only Hydra has landed hits. Tantrum just driving circles around Tantrum. Hydra, literally just driving circles. Hydra goes for another attack and misses. A flip from Hydra, but it ends up launching itself a bit in the air because it looks like I got stuck. A good flip from Hydra, flipping Tantrum over, and another flip. Tantrum lands on its wheels both times. Tantrum goes for a hit, but Hydra flips it again. Some, but it's not a humongous problem. Yeah, but it's done no damage at all. Okay, there. Tantrum gets on top of Hydra, but Hydra a weak flip in response. A minute and a half has passed. Another flip to Tantrum as it lands on its upside down self right. Another flip from Hydra that misses. A hit from Tantrum. Oh, fire the flipper. Okay, now they're in the corner by the pulverizer. No. Another flip from Hydra to Tantrum. Ooh, Tantrum getting right under that flipper. get a few hits. Didn't do a ton, but it probably might be able to do a bit. Going right at that tip. Yeah, but the thing is, the flipper looks undamaged, and that also puts Tantrum in Hydra's class. A good flip from Hydra. Well, notice the flips have been a little weaker than from previous fights. Oh, I see the flipper is now kind of, it's bent a little bit upwards. That's going to make it harder for flips to get off. There was a hit from Tantrum. I don't know what it knocked off, but it knocked off something. Tantrum boxes Hydra in the corner, then drives over it. Both robots trying to do something. 10 seconds to go. A great flip from Tantrum right there. From Hydra to Tantrum right there. No, the flipper was still operational. Oh, there was a crash in the truck race. It looks like it was Caden Honeycutt from the fire suit. All right, let's see how that fight goes. It was close. Personally, I would say Hydra won, as it was still able to launch one last giant flip at the end.
Kenny, nice patience shown by both teams to start this match, but eventually Jake Ewart found a way to impose his will.
That's right, Hydra able to get underneath Tantrum repeatedly, land shots with that flipper, and keep it off balance.
But Tantrum kept on it coming and eventually found an opening when Hydra's flipper was slow to reset.
Yeah, Tantrum is so tough, stuck in the fight and managed to do some damage to Hydra's weapon with these surgical shots. And that should play well with the judges, but man, the story of this fight, Hydra able to control the action with flip after flip.
And how about this for a finishing shot? Some serious airtime at the closing bell. Was it enough to send Jake Ewart to the finals? Here's Farouk with the decision.
No, Hydra got a ton of flips off. Oh, wonderful. The split decision. I fucking hate split decisions, man.
Judge Jason scored the battle for Tantrum. Judge Lisa scored the battle for Hydra. Judge Darren scored the battle for the winner. Tantrum.
I fucking hate these rules, man. Bullshit. Bullshit. God damn it, man. I completely fucking disagree. And it's the first time in a while I majorly disagree. Fuck that nonsense. Bullshit. That's one of the crappiest decisions. 2 crappy decisions in a row.
Congratulations, you are off to the final.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Absolute crap. Crap.
Ginger, you seem shocked, are you?
I mean, that was a back and forth fight. I really honestly had no idea who it would go to. I think it could have gone either way. Split decision was the right choice, and I am so grateful, and we are so shocked.
I disagree.
That was an amazing fight.
Yes.
I just want to say congratulations, Jake. That was
scary.
That was the fight of our life. You threw a tantrum. You threw a tantrum.
I'm gonna be, that's for sure.
Yeah, multiple times.
All right, well, we're going to let you start prepping for your next fight. Congratulations, you guys are off to the title.
Thank you.
Also, we got a shot at the cards from the Minotaur v. Witch Doctor. It was 6-5 for Witch Doctor from every 3 judges, from each of the judges.
Did they get it wrong?
I mean, just driving circles isn't aggression.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's what it is. I mean, yeah, they hit my nose, but that's all, a blade of armor, really. So it's supposed to get hit. They never took the hit on the side that they had a chance to, so the weapon didn't work the way it was supposed to, because it didn't hit when it was on the side. So I thought I flipped them enough to do enough damage, but I guess not, so. Yeah, it's always next year.
All right, Jake, congratulations.
Hydra versus Tantrum. It was 6-5 for Tantrum for the 2 judges and 6-5 for Hydra for the other judge. I don't.
So, Kenny, it's tough because there's
How does Hydra lose aggression? Okay, both Derek and Jason gave aggression to Tantrum. I call shenanigans on that. Bullshit. You cannot tell me that Hydra was not the more aggressive robot. I don't care. That's bullshit. Hydra was definitely... I'd say Hydra's definitely the more aggressive robot. What the hell? No. No, no, no. You cannot tell me that that was the difference. All three judges scored 2-3 for damage. Fine. I don't understand how you can say, look at that, and see Hydra is not the more aggressive robot. That just doesn't go, man. Yeah, don't show... Oh my god. What kind of bullshit is this? Two bad calls in a row. God damn. Oh. God damn. They had a great lineup, and we've had two shit fights near in the middle. This is horseshit. Right. Oh, god damn. No. I say it's bull. Tantrum should not have won this fight. Bullshit. Frankly, Tantrum was, besides Riptide, was the only robot I didn't want to win the final. God damn, man. Right now in the truck race, 81 laps to go. William Byron leads Chandler Smith by about 0.7 seconds.
William's strategy has him in a good spot. Got to make up ground in a hurry.
Parker Kligerman in the 75, back just inside the top 20 with Haley Deegan in the 17 of Taylor Gray.
And they're going to be 3 wide. Oh, nice job by Haley around the top.
Oh my lord.
Yes.
That was quite a move by the number 1 truck. Getting around 2 trucks you're battling with, that was smooth. Here comes Kligerman on the bottom. Good God. That was a smooth pass.
It's been a really solid race.
Anyway, and the 20.
And the 20 of Dylan Stoik.
What is it? Young Motorsports and Nice Motorsports have been awful. Cars just wrecking. Anyway, I'm going to take a piss break. Because I'm pissed off. God damn. I have re-entered the building. What? God damn. What, the new version of Bronco? Oh no. We got 3 robots left. Oh lord. The last 2 fights have drained my energy, man. I almost don't want to watch the end, but I gotta see who wins. Have we had Witch Doctor v SawBlaze before? Yeah, this fight happened in 2019, which Witch Doctor won. If Tantrum wins, I'm gonna be... Oh, God damn. I just think it's a ridiculous robot. Oh God! Now we've got controversy on both. Problems. We got controversy on both sides of the bracket, which just makes it worse. Oh Lord! I'm not. I'm not looking at Twitter again. God. Wait, they've met twice? Did they do that in last year as well? I don't remember. I was just looking to see the only reason I was looking was to see the fallout for the Witch Doctor fight. I didn't expect someone on Discovery Plus was going to talk, who had seen it on Discovery Plus was going to mention this fight. I just don't know. I don't. Yes, it is. Twitter is a shit show in general. And how much longer we have to wait until we see the last fight before the final? Been a great fucking year of fighting, and then it come down to this. I'm doing fine, apart from the disappointment of the last few fights.
Fight away from the culmination of this game-changing season. In the duel for destiny and the giant nut, Tantrum will be taking on either Witch Doctor or SawBlaze. You can see the teams making their final preparations. These two very familiar with one another, having fought twice in the past.
No fights have been highlighted. Frankly, if you were to highlight a fight in a 7-fight episode, that would just be
Semifinals appearance. Witch Doctor
stupid.
actually beat SawBlaze on the way to the championship fight in 2019, but right now Jameson probably has the most feared bot left in the competition, and it is much better than it was when they last fought. Witch Doctor, on the other hand, is coming off that controversial win over Minotaur, and after the fight, Andrea Galately really showed leadership, keeping her team focused in the pits. They did a full diagnostic of the bot. The Haas Autodesk guys fabricated a new part specifically for this fight. She has them ready to go, Chris.
The bots are ready to activate, Kenny. Let's do this.
All right, here we go.
There's the husband and wife duo, Mike and Andrea Galately. What changes did they make to prepare for SawBlaze, Kenny?
Well, they're debuting a new configuration for this fight. Instead of running that dual disc spinner, they've kind of combined that disc into one. That's a 40-pound weapon.
It's a single tooth. It's like
going to line up better with SawBlaze.
so it's a single disc, single tooth.
SawBlaze earlier tonight knocked out the rookie bot Riptide. Jameson Go doesn't really stray much from his strategy.
Yeah, he's been dominant so far, and remember, during the offseason, he redesigned this bot with durability and the tournament in mind. This is fight number 7 on the season, so right here is where you'd expect those changes.
Well, yeah, I agree with you completely, Bunny Rab.
Jameson's ever been to the nut. No one is more prepared for this moment.
I don't necessarily disagree with the judge's decision, just the fact that the race probably shouldn't have been restarted. All right, here we go. Second semifinal. The box is locked. The lights are on. It's robot fighting time. 2 Battlebots classics ready to duke it out for a spot to fight for glory.
Who will square off against Tantrum? Will it be Witch Doctor or SawBlaze?
Here we go. SawBlaze whacks the floor. Witch Doctor going after one of the tires of SawBlaze. And a wheel already knocked off. Wow. SawBlaze has lost its left wheel. Well, just like Minotaur lost its left wheel. Now it's going after that final wheel. SawBlaze now we're just left to crab walk. So the question is, they're going to let the fight go on for the full 3 minutes? So Witch Doctor going right after that last wheel. Already got a visible chunk taken out of that wheel as the thing's now just bouncing around. And a big hit from Witch Doctor to SawBlaze. It's still got that wheel, but Witch Doctor going all in like the Tasmanian devil. Whacking Witch Doctor, slaps SawBlaze around. Keeps trying to flip itself back over with its saw. But now SawBlaze is stuck. Its wheel ain't moving, and it's on fire. Hey, sorry you're watching. Your robot is going to make its way to the final match. Witch Doctor to the finals. Oh, you know, I realized if Witch Doctor wins, I'd rather have it win over Tantrum, but good lord, people are going to be extremely upset. Oh god, that's not going to end well.
Yeah, Michael lately was not messing around here. Clipped the tire, knocked SawBlaze off balance, and Witch Doctor took full advantage. Ripped
Almost
the
removed
wheel
my...
clean off, just nasty.
Jameson Go tried to keep SawBlaze above water.
All right.
Witch Doctor was simply relentless, flicked that wheel into the lights and said, it's time to finish this.
What a shot, just complete ferocity from Witch Doctor. They were not going to be denied here.
And how about this for a little poetic justice? After that controversial win over Minotaur, Witch Doctor dismantles the team that stopped
that's a lose.
to kick
Gonna be
off the
might be a
season.
lose for me personally.
In your pipe
If
and
Tantrum
smoke it.
wins, fuck. If Witch Doctor wins, that's gonna suck for controversy.
Andrea and Mike, congratulations for the second time in 3 years. You are playing for the Giant Nuts.
3 seasons. Well, kind of. 'Cause summer 2019 to...
Yes, we are.
I guess it is. You know, it is second time in 3 years.
Man, we're just so stoked to be here. We've overcome so much this season, rebuilding the robot. The field has been crazy, absolutely crazy. We've taken damage after each fight and had to rebuild the robot. So huge thanks to our team for just being on deck. We couldn't do this without them. And thanks to our sponsors. I mean, our sponsors even overnighted parts to us just the other night, like in 1 day turnaround.
Another
So
caution
just
in the
huge
truck
shout out
race.
to all these people who make this happen. And we're just so excited to be back in the finals.
Well, we'll let the team get ready for the championship. We will see you guys in a few minutes. Congratulations.
All right, we know what the final's going to be. I'm just checking. What was the caution now? Caution as Ben Rhodes gets into Christian Eckes, who gets into Stuart Friesen. 3 of the top Toyotas. And Stuart Friesen got the worst of it. Now we're waiting. I've never particularly liked Witch Doctor either. It's a cool robot, but I was just never a fan of it, because up until 2019 I just saw it as an overrated fan favorite, kind of like Hypershock. I respect it more, it just has never historically appealed to me, as opposed to a robot like Bite Force, or Minotaur, or Hydra, or Duck. Yeah, I think it's going to be a shitstorm for Battlebots, no matter who, if Witch Doctor wins. Well, I don't know. Yeah, it'll be for Tantrum, because frankly, I still say that win is undeserved over Minotaur. I mean, over Hydra. How can you give Tantrum aggression over Hydra? It makes 0 sense to me. Seriously. Which would be Hypershock? I have no idea. Maybe. I don't really know, though. I mean, Tantrum won all of its fights, correct? So I don't see it's justified to be in the bracket. I just don't think it should have won the last race. I mean, personally, I would think Witch Doctor would knock Tantrum around the battle box like it's nothing, but I know. Frankly, everything I've thought has been wrong. in regards to the truck race, William Byron, driving for Spire Motorsports today, was leading the race with 58 laps to go. 3 wide in the corner between Zane Smith, Tyler Ankrum, and Parker Kligerman, with Haley Deegan right behind. That's all 12th through 16th. And I see Zane Smith catching up to Ty Majeski, or Christian Eckes, excuse me. Ooh, the 16 of Ankrum getting really loose. Going down the back stretch. Matt Crafton up in 5th. He needs a good finish to get in. Play-in fights controversy. I mean, I did not watch Hydra versus Defender. Oh yeah, Hydra. Maybe people thinking Hydra should have been in the bracket, which is also fair. And I should be glad Hydra made it this far. This is the farthest Team Waiachi has made it into a tournament in the modern era, and at some point I'm just happy to see that they got up there. God damn, man. Kyle Busch passes his driver Chandler Smith for 3rd. He's 2 seconds behind the leader and 1 second back to 2nd. Great season. Yeah, thank you. And it's my pleasure for you all to come out and watch this. I just wish the season could be maybe just a little longer so I could spend more time with y'all. And if you like, don't forget to like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because I'll try to be back for next year. And I'll still be streaming NASCAR. In fact, if the race is still going by the time the final ends, I'm going to segue in just doing the end of that. Yeah, I won't be completely upset. A Battlebot, the robot that I really wanted to win, well, has won the last 3 seasons. There's only been 1 season where a robot that I really wanted to win hasn't won, and that was 2016 when Tombstone won, because I wasn't really a Tombstone person. Light Force won in 2015, 2018, 2019. I was rooting a bit more for a little. Endgame's wasn't my favorite, but I was still rooting for it, and I was glad it won 2020. But you know what? I can't, obviously. At some point, it's got to swing. The pendulum has to swing the other way. But I don't. Bounty hunters. I don't. They have bounty hunters. I mean, I didn't really watch bounty hunters. Wait, there's gonna be bounty hunters this week, this year too. I can do that then. Of course, it's gonna be only for Discovery Plus. I don't have Discovery Plus. Didn't they air them at some point as well on TV though as well, or? Because I mean, I already have a bunch of this. Subscriptions for these services. I've got Paramount Plus already, and I don't really want to spend a ton on anything else. Anyway, we're back.
We are back on Battlebots, and Kenny, after months, it has all come down to this. A sold-out crowd here at Caesars Entertainment Studios, all set to find out who will be the next team to hoist the giant nuts.
That's right, Chris. This final fight has so much buzz around it. We got to turn away fans at the door. And there's a shot of both teams during the break scrambling to make their final preparations for the biggest fight of their lives. And maybe for this sport, the first ever championship from Vegas is a historic moment, and it's more than 25 years in the making.
It began in 1994 in the back alleys
History
of the San
lesson.
Francisco
Wonderful.
Bay. But as the machines rapidly evolved, so did the sport. Battlebots quickly outgrew every stage it ever called home, until it found fitting new surroundings here in Sin City, the fight capital of the world. This season, 60 elite teams from around the globe put it all on the line in more than 100 fights, where technology, engineering, and driving were all pushed to
I did not know Team Scorpios had a channel. That's Offbeat Robotics, right?
And as is the grand tradition here at
Oh, caution on the backstretch with NASCAR. There's a car that's Young's Motorsports truck number 3 spun out the 0-2 of Jesse Little. All 3 dance trucks having some type of problem. Good fucking lord.
Has a chance at perfection. With a
And
win,
the 44
they would complete
and East
undefeated
Motorsports as well. Good fucking god. Can these teams get a grip? Oh my lord.
of Mike and Andrea Galately's relationship, which began nearly 15 years ago at a Battlebots student competition. And regardless of who comes out on top,
And Brett Holmes in the 32 involved.
history, a female-led squad will win it all. 3 minutes stands between these teams and immortality. But before the builders make their final walks out of the tunnel, Kenny, take us through the numbers.
Well, Witch Doctor definitely has the more powerful weapon, but Tantrum has 40 horses in that tiny yet heavily armored package. When it comes to experience, though, Mike Galately greatly
And Austin Wayne Self with a oh no, Sim Trucks in his
Dylan
pin.
Carey, and you cannot discount muscle memory in a match that will likely come down to driving.
Take a deep breath. We are about to crown a brand new champion. Will it
Oh,
be
Austin Wayne
Tantrum?
Self is done. Just blew a tire. Alright, you know what the robots are going to be doing. Zane Smith goes to pit. Which,
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? It's championship robot.
if Witch Doctor loses, I'm going to feel bad to lost the final before I have a runner-up. Well, don't forget, there's going to be, we still have 15 minutes left. Probably going to go to commercial before the final fight. So maybe as the last skit, you know, the thing they show in between the last two, and the thing they show in the final commercial break. Maybe they'll do the awards there.
The Dark Witch took pieces as she reduced victims to husk. She started with a broth brewed from mammoth tusk. She tasted and thought, not bad, but it needs more bite. So she stole Copperhead's venom after she took his life. Now the cauldron was bubbling with concoctions bizarre. So she spiced it up right with some horn of Minotaur. It needed a little more heat to truly amaze. So she cooked it over the flaming corpse of SawBlaze. The only thing missing is a little more meat. Perhaps the fingers of Tantrum, yes, that would be sweet. Then she'll drink it and be transformed. Magic like you've never seen. As the Wicked Witch Doctor becomes the Battlebots Queen. It's Witch Doctor!
Witch Doctors had to navigate a minefield to get to the finals, Kenny, facing both Minotaur and SawBlaze tonight, but they have been here before and they know what it takes.
Yeah, incredible job to repair and adjust on the fly. And one of the adjustments they made in that last fight, that bigger single disc weapon, they're sticking with it here. And I think if Mike can get a shot with that early on and control the tempo, that's their best bet at the title.
In the blue square, this team's been humble in victory, and they've never been conceded.
I'm not gonna cry. I have Tourette syndrome, so it's a tick.
Prepare for the title to face the final boss, but they're the only bot here who's gone this entire distance without a loss. They beat Malice in their first fight, sent Bunny running through the field, then smashed the mirror over Lucky's head and kept it.
Crafton has some damage to his left
Took on
rear.
Gigabyte, a legendary bot. Took that giant hockey puck and bounced it all across the box. They made Rotator do a 360 and walk right out the door. Then dominated Cobalt and moved into the top 4. Ran their win streak to 6 against Hydra. Now they're walking with a strut as they get ready to use those tiny hands to hoist the giant.
I try to not to control it. Sometimes I just have problems with it. It's not an excuse though.
Alex and Ginger, the
Is Ace watching this right now? It's going to be the final.
Giving Hydra opportunities to strike multiple times. In the championship, there is zero room for error.
And for more on the fight for the giant nut,
Oh boy.
Gentlemen, I was talking to both teams just before this fight, and I mean, tensions are obviously high. They're both very nervous. So Mike did not want to make any big changes. One of the things that he's really worried about is this floor has seen some serious hammering over the past few fights, and he knows there's going to be lots of seams in this floor, and he doesn't want to catch any of them by adding forks. So he's going to sort of stay in his old 4x4 style and drive it like it's a rental car. And Tantrum is coming in. When I spoke to Ginger, she was saying consistency, consistency, consistency. They've done everything the same as they've done in all their fights before. They
Don't say that, Bacon. If it happens, I'm not going to be happy about
We're
it.
going to see two drivers that are very similar in style.
Great job, Pete. And there you see Aaron Hill backstage, anxiously watching to see if the team he founded can pull this one off.
Robots activate.
It is time to crown a brand new champion. This is it, folks. Winner take all. Will it be Witch Doctor, led by the husband and wife duo, or Tantrum, held by the rookie co-captains? It's the conclusion of the Battlebots World Championship Tournament, and it's next.
Yep, and now we wait. If which I'll add some Pepsi to that pizza. If you, which other ones I'll buy 100 Halloween decorations. Going back to the truck race with 1/6 of the race to go.
Challenging. And right behind all this mess is Zane Smith with those fresh tires. He just looked
At one point, there were when there were 138 laps completed, 64 were under caution. Oh God, 3 wide.
Yeah, I think at this point.
Oh God, they're packing up. Oh God, oh Jesus Christ. That looks. Oh crap! Another Nice Motorsports tire problem. Looks like with Wallace Allen. Oh Lord.
Of Smith.
Meanwhile.
Look at Zane get inside the 61 of Chase Purdy.
Haley Diggin actually doing decently on the outside line. I want to watch the race, man.
That puts him up to the 16th spot. We said it would be a stretch to get inside the top 10. He's headed towards the top 15 right here.
That's Tanner Gray in the 15, just ahead of it.
Tanner's had a rough night, hasn't he? But is able to stabilize inside the top 15. Good run so far for that Jerry Baxter-led truck.
Reason they're going to move Kligerman out of the way. And they get inside.
$30 to go.
Of course, great. Now I gotta, 30 to go. This would be the time to subscribe, by the way. Yeah, let something come back. Unless, did I miss the skit? I'll order one of their merch for every viewer here. I might have missed the thing they did in between. That's my fault. Purdy goes to Chase Purdy goes to pit road with a flat tire. Classic Chase Purdy ran out of talent. Okay, can something please go back to the show, either the race or the fight? We gotta settle this, man. The race is back.
To go and counting, and it doesn't take long around this short track here at Martinsville, especially when you've got clean space in front of you, as the 7 of William Byron does. Byron has been out front for 70 laps, and right now he is leading the charge by more than a second. Johnny Sauter, and then a trio of KBM trucks, Kyle Busch, John Hunter Nemechek, and Chandler Smith filling out the top 5.
What a job Johnny Sauter has done. This race, first race working with Junior Joiners. We see Ben Rhodes make the pass on teammate Matt Crafton.
That's for 6.
5 Toyotas. Oh, we're back.
Early.
It's so close right now. I don't think I've ever thought of what we would do if we actually achieved it.
Tantrum has got Cobalt in the corner.
Our goal was to just be in the semifinals. Now we're in the finals. I don't think it has fully set in for me.
Oh, nice shot by Witch Doctor. Oh, wow.
Witch Doctor has a extremely destructive vertical weapon, but Tantrum is a brick.
Tantrum has been driving incredibly aggressively, no room for error for their opponents. But we think we'll be able to take hits from Tantrum and keep on working 100%.
If Tantrum wins the giant nut tonight, every single hand who has been helping out in the pit will be there with us.
Battlebots is such a huge part of our life. This would be the ultimate validation that all of that has been worth it. We're here to put on a show.
I got a bad feeling about this. Is this normal?
It's worse than normal, but this piece of equipment is pretty heavy.
The thing's shaking, don't panic. I don't like the feeling of this at all.
Oh, right. Okay, this fight must have ended a knockout because we're back to commercial. I guess they're not showing any awards today. William Byron still out front in the truck race with 18 to go.
Obviously, but still, for security purposes, you'd rather be above that line, and with a good solid run today.
We still got one more fight.
Be in a lot better position as he's inside the top 10 again.
And we know this is too good a team, too good a driver to stay.
Ben Rhodes prowling his way through, trying to make a move on 5th.
And Chandler Smith for 5th.
That's a little bit of the honk of the horn, if you will. I'm here and I'm faster. He's going to dive in and try to take that spot. Nice run.
Gets that spot.
That's a textbook short track pass. Give a guy a little bit of bump, say I'm better than you, give me some space, and then he takes the spot away. And a nice job by Chandler Smith recognizing that. He could have fought for that position. They would have made contact, maybe one or both of them spin out, but he realized that Ben Rhodes had chased him down, and with 15 laps to go, he was going to beat his rear bumper.
Yeah, oh yeah. 2 matches were botched. That's putting it mildly.
With another solid defending series champion.
When is there going to go back to the Battlebots? Come on.
5 of the season in 5 races if he stays in this position or improves it at all.
I think William Byron opens up a 3/4 of a second to a second lead, and then he just rides.
All right, here we go. Final fight of the season.
Between one of these teams and hoisting the giant nuts.
It's singular.
Witch Doctor or Tantrum. It is time to crown a brand new champion. And for the first time ever, it will be a team led by a female captain.
Here we go. The final fight of the 2021 season. The box is locked. The lights are on. It's championship fighting time. Here we go. Who lands first blood? They're circling right now.
Start this one. Which team will strike first?
Tantrum gets under a Witch Doctor and lands a hit to the underside. And it's, oh, fucking hell. Witch Doctor now stuck. Something's wrong with the underside. Tantrum kinked something, and now a side of drive has been locked up. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Tantrum popping under Witch Doctor. Oh, don't fucking tell me. Witch Doctor didn't have a shot. It got under. They kinked something under there, and Witch Doctor has lost a side of drive. It's kind of just floating around now. This is pathetic. Unfucking believable. This fight is this is one of the saddest final fights I've seen. 2015, it started with a bang and then turned to strategy once both robots had problems. There goes a belt off of Witch Doctor. 2016, Tombstone eviscerated Bombshell. 2018, Bite Force whooped Minotaur around the box. 2019, same thing but with Witch Doctor. 2020, a spectacular ending with Endgame knocking Whiplash out of the box. And right now, this is just a sad excuse for a final fight. God, the action has been horrible. Witch Doctor was obviously been screwed over from the damage it took. At least with there we got destruction. There's just a problem with one of Witch Doctor's wheels. Tantrum's hits aren't particularly impressive. It's just kind of pushing around the bot. It's not exciting. It's just sad to watch. Great. After a series of fights with controversial decisions. Oh yeah, and now the spinner on Tantrum is broken, so that's fun. Good lord. This is one of the saddest excuses for a final I've ever seen. I've watched some of the originals. They had better action than this. Good God. Witch Doctor just spinning around. Countdown has started. And now we can finally end this season with the worst championship fight I have ever seen in my entire life. God damn, man. Tantrum is your 2021 champion. Fuck my life. I'm not sticking around for this bullshit. Anyway, 2 laps to go at Martinsville.
Left for William Byron.
Wait, just let me see that white.
Let me paint it into something I can actually enjoy. William Byron dominated the truck series when he burst on in 2016. He's come back in 2021 to run the race for Spire. And now, white flag is out with a second lead. 1 more lap to go at Martinsville. Seeking out that first grandfather clock. Johnny Sauter running part-time this season, having his best finish in a while. He'll finish second today. But coming through turns 3 and 4, William Byron, career win number 8 in trucks, wins at Martinsville. He was my pick to win today, so I'm very happy. But goddamn, Battlebots. That was bad, the whole... Look, I don't want to pay attention to... Battlebots, that sucked the whole... That finale sucked almost from halfway point to halfway end. God damn. A horrible final fight. 2 fights with controversy. You know, I'll hear them out. I can't fucking believe it, man. I can't this is so stupid. God damn. Yeah. Bullshit.
Ginger, how did you guys do this season?
I have no fucking idea.
The biggest thing was consistency. Tantrum went into every fight with the same strategy. We were going to take it easy. We were going to execute. We weren't playing any games, and it worked. We won.
I think you guys brought with you your entire hometown to help you in the pits. It certainly looks like...
I can't. I'm just going to listen to the...
Yeah, it didn't take long.
I'll focus on something that I actually enjoy. My second favorite current NASCAR driver having won the Truck Series race.
Back in the Cup car at Atlanta. And he'll run the
I'd appreciate any and all subscriptions just to close this out. Oh, god damn, man.
Cars here. They're built for this race. Absolutely. Big old brakes, a lot of grip on the exit. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. That might be one of our contenders right there Sunday night. I would guess he would be.
And look who's right there with him. Regan Smith.
First truck win for Spire Motorsports.
NASCAR coverage.
Cameraman Jake Blau down there with Regan and waiting for...
I'm not listening to the crap down there.
And we'll hear from the
Tantrum winning the giant nut should not exist in this
Truck
timeline.
Series victory. And he did it in style tonight here at Martinsville, Regan.
Boy, Byron, 8th career Truck Series victory. I gotta tell you what though, not many of them looked as dominant as this one. You hop in the truck from 32nd to 1st, it looked like a perfect night.
Yeah, man, it was a lot of fun. Thanks. Great crowd here in Martinsville. I've never won a race in Martinsville and struggled here when I was in late models, and yeah, just awesome to get the win tonight. You know, great truck, HydroCars.com, Chevrolet. Thanks to Spire, all the guys back at their shop. You know, they don't have a lot of guys, but they do it right, obviously. So it was fun to work with Bono, have a little help from Rudy. Obviously, he knows the trucks really well, and yeah, just awesome. Thanks to Mr. H for letting me come.
All right, I'm gonna get out of here and probably go cry or something. God damn, that sucked. Obviously, because obviously I'm biased, but anyway, this is Battlebots 2021. I'll see what I can do about bounty hunters. Frankly, I just want to forget this season existed. God damn, it ended horribly. Have a good one, y'all. Sorry for all the Witch Doctor fans out there, and the Minotaur fans, and the Hydra fans. Have a good one, y'all. But first, I should check my 275, so we passed the original goal I had.